I was out back and I heard an alert break out on this side of the house. I come over, I look around, I'm like, really, you guys? It's your friend the bunny. He's cool. He's cool. Like, I came over and I just looked right at him, and then I looked at the squirrel like, what? Then he looked at me like, oh, he's all right? I'm like, yeah, dude, he's all right. He was being extra cautious, and I always tell them better to be over cautious than under cautious. Look at how he's looking at me. Do it again, do it again. Aww. So I heard someone once say it's the Napoleon look, and they do get it. They do stand there like Napoleon. Sometimes. Now this one's just dangling his arms. I call that one the zombie look, actually. That's the toe sniff. I guess we'll do a video on the different approaches here. So let's see, what's your style? Do you just tap the ground with your nose? Oh, no, he's doing Napoleon there. You gonna do a toe sniff? No? Kind of a mixed bag, aren't you? You wanna try? No, doesn't wanna try taking from the hand. It's all right. Got two of these guys. There's white tip. Uh-oh. It's not good what's going on behind me. I need to figure out what's up. Literally, what's up? Did you hear that? There's a sound up there. Was that it? No, it's somebody else. So this is how these things go. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on. But the squirrels don't seem to mind, so if anything, it's probably a falcon. Whoa! Oops, sorry, that was your head. Sorry about that. Sometimes these bird things resolve themselves. I don't know how the squirrels know when it's something that affects them and when it isn't, but they seem to know when the bird alerts are something that they should worry about versus not. Y'all done toe sniffing? Did I check out? Am I all right? White tip again. You're really plowing through. Here's the one Rags and I were worried about. He seems to be doing okay. This is Bobby Brown's tail. There is going to come a point where I'm going to have a hard time knowing it's Bobby Brown. And that day's coming up pretty quick. Bobby, how am I going to know you? He has two white hairs right there. Hopefully those will remain as a form of ID. How are we going to know it's you, Bobby? Look at that little tail turning all black. And then here's Pinky, right in good time. Look at her tail. Almost no pink left. Now the way I know Pinky, she's the only one with an x-ray tail. But all that pink's almost gone. So, if we ever see Robert or Mrs. Brown or the other Bobby again, we have to be prepared for their tails looking different than we remember. Because these two guys are growing out their brown traits. Brown family traits. White tip has had the white tip on her tail and that little white dimple on her left temple the whole time I've known her. No change. How about you, Bobby? What we gonna do with this black tail? You're like Henna. That's what happened with Henna. He had an orange tail, and then one day it did this. Well, one day. Feels like one day. Within a couple days' time, boom, tail turns black. He was so happy to see you. So happy to see you. I was so worried after that hawk. So happy to see you. So now I've seen Pippi and Rover. I still haven't seen Condo Girl. Today's day 4. But she sometimes does disappear when nuts get like this. Anyway, Rover, I'm so happy to see you. Let me give you a little pet. Yeah, let me give you a little pet. There you go. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Got someone behind me. You're a good girl too, or a boy. You're good. But what I was coming over here to do, and what I got so awesomely bumped into Rover, by Rover. I was coming over here to say, I've come up with a name. I might grow to regret this, but dude, how do you feel about being Toady Roosevelt? Toad, middle initial E. You could be like Toad Ernest Roosevelt. Toady Roosevelt. I'll call you Toady for short. There's his butt. Oh my God, I didn't expect to see that. Rover's got herself backed up against a rock, so she's letting the guys know she is not in the mood to date. Don't come bugging me, she says. You want another one? You want another one? There you go. So there's Toady Roosevelt and Rover. Oh, there comes Jojo. Hey, Jojo. Or not. He's just sitting on the end of the lawn above his pool and his mountain. I was just telling Jesse James I'm losing nuts trying to accommodate his personality disorder. He has 2 nuts, and I'm throwing nuts at other squirrels, and he leaves his 2 nuts to go pounce on them to make sure they don't get their nut. And then I end up with nuts all over the place because then they get spooked by him and jump out of the way, and everybody forgets about that nut, and then they want another nut. And Jesse goes and jumps on him again, so we really got to work on this, Jesse. Unless you want to get a job. Here's Jesse's guarding that one underneath him right now. See, he can't fit 2 in his mouth, but he insists on having 2 at a time, and even when he does, he pounces on other people if they have any at all, or if they even make a move to go get one. He's the hazelnut police, and it's some kind of really strange law and order where only one squirrel gets any nut, and that's Jesse James. I just can't believe Pinky's tail as of today. I should have videoed it yesterday. Still had some remnants of pink on his tail as of yesterday, but today, boom, it's gone. He's now got a white. They're over my head. Okay, Jesse, leave her alone. Jesse, no.